Good parenting, positive parenting, parent child relationship, how to discipline your child the smart and healthy way, positive discipline for better mental and physical health and a happy childhood. There are no bad children, only bad behavior. Parenting is a lifetime job and does not stop when a child grows. The best inheritance a parent can give his children is few minutes of his time each day. Let's see the wonderful words of Mayim Bialik. I came to parenting the way most of us do, knowing nothing and trying to learn everything. Encourage and support your kids because children are apt to live up to what you believe of them. Follow these few effective basics for good parenting. Plan one-on-one time. One-on-one time is important for building any good relationship and even more so with your children. It can be 20 minutes a day or even 5 minutes. You can combine it with something like washing dishes together while you sing a song or chatting while you're hanging out. The washing, says Professor Kluwer. What's really important is that you focus on your child. So you turn your TV off, you turn your mobile phone off, you get to their level and it's you and them. Praise the positives. As parents, we often focus on a child's bad behavior and call it out. Children may read this as a way to get your attention, perpetuating poor conduct rather than putting a stop to it. Children thrive on praise. It makes them feel loved and special. Watch out for when they are going to doing something good and praise them, even if that thing is just playing for 5 minutes with their sibling. Recommends Professor Kluwer. This can encourage good behavior and reduce the need for discipline. It will boost your child's self-esteem. Kids start developing their sense of self as babies when they see themselves through their parents' eyes. Your tone of voice, your body language, and your every expressions are observed by your kids. Your words and actions as a parent affect their developing self-esteem more than anything else. Praising accomplishments, however small, will make them feel proud. Letting kids to do things independently will make them feel capable and strong. By contrast, belittling comments or comparing a child unfavorably with another will make kids feel worthless. Avoid making loaded statements or using words as weapons. Comments like, "What a stupid thing to do," or "You act more like a baby than your little brother," cause damage just as physical blows do. Choose your words carefully and be compassionate. Let your kids know that everyone makes mistakes and that you still love them, even when you don't love their behavior. Set clear expectations. Telling your child exactly what you want them to do is much more effective than telling them what not to do, says Professor Kluwer. When you ask a child to not make a mess or to be good, they don't necessarily understand what they're required to do. Clear instructions like, "Please pick up all of your toys and put them in the box," set a clear expectation and increase the likelihood that they will do what you're asking. But it's important to set realistic expectations. Asking them to stay quiet for a whole day may not be manageable, or asking for 10 minutes of quiet time while you have a phone call, says Professor Kluwer. You know what your child is capable of, but if you ask for the impossible, they are going to fail. Distract creatively. When your child is being difficult, distracting them with more positive activity can be a useful strategy, says Kluwer. When you distract them towards something else by changing the topic, introducing a game, leading them into another room, or going for a walk, you can successfully divert their energy towards positive behavior. Timing is also crucial. Distraction is also about spotting when things are about to go wrong and taking action. Being mindful of when your child is starting to become fidgety, irritable, or annoyed, or when two siblings eyeing for same toy can help diffuse a potential situation before it becomes one. Use calm consequences. Part of growing up is learning that if you do something, something can happen as a result. Defining this for your child is a simple process that encourages better behavior while teaching them about responsibility. Give your child a chance to do the right thing by explaining the consequences of their bad behavior. As an example, if you want your child to stop scribbling on the walls, you can tell them to stop or else you will end their playtime. This provides them with a warning and an opportunity to change their behavior. If they don't stop, follow through with the consequences calmly and without showing anger. And give yourself credit for that. It's not easy, adds Professor Kluwer. If they do stop, give them a lot of praise for it, recommends Professor Kluwer. What you're doing is creating a positive feedback loop for your child. Calm consequences have been shown to be effective for kids to learn about what happens when they behave badly. Being consistent is a key factor in positive parenting, which is why following through with the consequences is important. Also, so is making them realistic. You can take a teenager phone away for a half, but taking it away for a week might be difficult to follow through on. Catch kids being good. Have you ever stopped to think about how many times you react negatively to your kids in a given day? You may find yourself criticizing far more than complimenting. How would you feel about a boss who treated you with that much negative guidance, even it was for well intentioned? The more effective approach is to catch kids doing something right. You made your bed without being asked. That's terrific. Or I was watching you play with your sister and you were very patient. These statements will do more to encourage good behavior over the long run than repeated scoldings. Make a point of finding something to praise every day. Be generous with rewards. Your love, hugs, and compliments can work wonders and are often reward enough. Soon you'll find you are growing more of the behavior I would like to see. Set limits. Be consistent with your discipline. Discipline is necessary in every household. The goal of discipline is to help kids choose acceptable behaviors and learn self-control. They may test the limits you establish for them, but they need those limits to grow into responsible adults. Establishing house rules help kids understand your expectations and develop self-control. Some rules might include no TV until homework is done and no hitting, name calling, or hurtful teasing allowed. You might want to have system in place, one warning followed by consequences such as time out or loss of privileges. A common mistake parents make is failure to follow through with the consequences. You can't discipline kids for taking back one day and ignore it the next. Being consistent teaches what you expect. Be a good role model. Young kids learn a lot about how to act by watching their parents. The younger they are, the more cues they take from you. Before you lash out or blow your top in front of your child, think about this. Is that how you want your child to behave when angry? Be aware that you are constantly being watched by your kids. Studies have shown that children who hit usually have a role model for aggression at home. Model the traits you wish to see in your kids: respect, friendliness, honesty, kindness, tolerance. Exhibit unselfish behavior. Do things for other people without expecting a reward. Express thanks and offer compliments. Above all, treat your kids the way you expect other people to treat you. Make communication a priority. You can't expect kids to do everything simply because you as parent say so. They want and deserve explanations as much as adults do. If we don't take time to explain, kids will begin to wonder what about our values and motives and whether they have any basis. Parents who reason with their kids allow them to understand and learn a non judgmental way. Make your expectations clear. If there is a problem, describe it. Express your feelings and invite your child to work on a solution with you. Be sure to include consequences, make suggestions, and offer choices. Be open to your child's suggestions as well. Negotiate. Kids who participate in decisions are more motivated to carry them out. Be flexible and willing to adjust your parenting style. If you often feel let down by your child's behavior, perhaps you have unrealistic expectations. Parents who think in shoals, for example, my kid should be potty trained by now, might find it helpful to reach upon the matter or to ask to other parent or child development specialists. Kids' environment have an effect on their behavior, so you might be able to change that behavior by changing the environment. If you find yourself constantly saying no to a 2 years old kid, look for ways to alter your surroundings so that fewer things are off limit. This will cause less frustration for both of you. As your child changes, you gradually have changed your parenting style. Chances are what works with your child now won't work as well in a year or two. Teens tend to look less to their parents and more to their peers for role models, but continue to provide guidance, encouragement, and appropriate discipline while allowing your teen to earn more independence. Seize every available moment to make a connection. Show that your love is unconditional. As a parent, you are responsible for correcting and guiding your kids, but how you express your corrective guidance make all the difference in how a child receives it. When you have to confront your child, avoid blaming, criticizing, or fault finding, which hurts self esteem and can lead to resentment. Instead, try to nurture and encourage even when disciplining your kids. Make sure they know that although you want and expect a better next time, your love is there no matter what. Trust our discussion been useful, which could transpire for betterness of you and your loved ones. Okay friends, catch you all soon in our next video. Until then, take care, celebrate life, and most important, please don't forget to like, subscribe our channel, and push the bell icon. Keep smiling, buddies.